Crochet Club. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet these 3D flower hexagons. So as you can see here, I have made few of these hexagons. So I'm going to use them to create a bag. So to crochet that bag, I need 11 of these hexagons. So here I already make few of them and I have to make 4 more of them to get it into 11 so I can create the bag. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet the hexagon with the flower on it, and in my next tutorial I will show you guys how to join these hexagons together and create a bag. So let me show you how to crochet these 3D flower hexagons. So to crochet them, I used this polyester yarn, and the thickness of this yarn is 2 millimeters. And for this yarn, I used 3 millimeter crochet hook. So let's see how to crochet these hexagons. And also here I have made a small one, and this one I made with 2 different colors, yellow and green. Also this yarn is different from my previous one, which is this one. This one is 1 millimeter thickness yarn, and for that yarn I used 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. So this one is quite smaller than the one that we are going to crochet now. So before we get started, let me measure it for you and see the size of this hexagon. Seven centimeters on the back. And let's measure the one that we are about to crochet. This one. It's around 9 centimeters on back. So this is how it's look on behind, and this is the look of the front side. So let me show you how to crochet these hexagons. To begin, we're gonna make a magic ring. Then we're gonna work 6 single crochets into the magic ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So here is our 6 single crochets. Now I'm going to pull this yarn tail to close the magic ring. Then we have to work a slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch. So that's the first round, and to begin the next round we're gonna work chain 1 and 2 single crochets in the same space. So we're gonna work 2 single crochet into that same stitch we just did the slip stitch. So insert in that same stitch and work 1, 2. So now we're going to work 2 single crochets into every stitch around, which means we're going to make it doubled. So at the end we will have 12 single crochets around. So here I have 12 single crochets around, and now I'm going to slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch. So that's round 2, and let's start round 3. In round 3 we're going to work chain 3 and skip 1 stitch, then 1 single crochet into the next stitch. So we're gonna skip this stitch and 1 single crochet into this stitch. Chain 3, skip 1 and 1 single crochet into the next stitch. So we are creating these chain 3 loops around the circle. So this is the last chain 3, and we're gonna work a slip stitch into the beginning space here. Or just you can work it into the slip stitch as well. So you can work into either slip stitch or into the beginning stitch here. So I'm gonna work it into the slip stitch. So just work a slip stitch into slip stitch to make it join here. So then now we are going to start working on the petals. For that we have to work into the chain 3 space here. So let's work a slip stitch into the chain 3 space, and let's begin with the petals. For that we have to work chain 3, and we're gonna work 3 double crochets into the same chain 3 space here. One, 2, and 3. Then again work chain 3 and work a slip stitch into the same chain 3 space. So here work a slip stitch. So that's our first petal, and we're gonna work into each chain 3 space. So we're gonna create a petal into each chain 3 space. So this is what we're gonna repeat around. In that case, I'm gonna work a slip stitch into the next chain 3 space, then start work chain 3, 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, again chain 3 and a slip stitch into the same space. So let's repeat this around. So now here we have a small flower, and now we're gonna work around it. So we're gonna create chain 4 loops around this flower on behind. So for that we have to work into this joining stitch here, which is in between 2 petals. We have this joining stitch. As you can see here, we have this joining stitch, and here also, here and around we have 6 of them. So we're gonna work a single crochet into this joining stitch from behind. So what we're gonna do is to insert the hook from behind, just like this, and bring it back to like this. So let me show you again. So after the last slip stitch here, we're gonna wrap the hook around this joining stitch this way, insert from behind to front, and again front to back, just like this. Then we're gonna work a single crochet in that stitch, just like this. Then we have to work chain 4 and work a single crochet in the next joining stitch here in between these 2 petals. So let's work a single crochet, and we're gonna repeat this around. So work chain 4 and a single crochet in the next joining stitch. So at the end here, we're gonna work a slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch. Again, we have to work a slip stitch into the chain 4 space. So let's start the next round. Work chain 3 and 4 double crochets in the same chain 4 space. One, two, here is 4. Then we're gonna work chain 3 and slip stitch into the same space. So chain 3 and slip stitch in the same space. Then we have to repeat this around. So let's move on to the next. Chain 4 space, work a slip stitch and repeat this on that chain 4 as well, and also repeat this all around. So here I'm done working around and this is how it's look. Now again we have to work chain 5 loops around this flower to work the next round of petals. So for that we have to work the single crochet stitch around the joining stitch again, as we did in our previous round. So this time we have to work it in here and in here. So let's work the first single crochet stitch. Wrap your hook around the joining stitch this way and work a single crochet stitch. Then we're gonna work chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a single crochet in the next joining stitch here. And we have to repeat this around. So the last chain 5 here, we're going to join it into the first single crochet stitch with a slip stitch. Then again work a slip stitch into the chain 5 space. So let's begin the next round. For that we're going to work chain 4. And this time we're going to work triple crochets into the chain 5 space. So let me show you here. We are working this last round of petals. So as you can see here, I did triple crochets in this round. So we have to work 5 triple crochets. So here chain 4 and let's work 5 triple crochets into the chain 5 space. So yarn over twice and work triple crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we have to work chain 4, 2, 3, 4 and slip stitch into the chain 5 space, same chain 5 space. Then let's move on to the next chain 5 space, work a slip stitch and then we're going to repeat this around. So we are creating one petal into each chain 5 space. So here I'm done the last round of petals for the flower. So this is the flower and now we are going to work around it again on the back to create it into a hexagon shape. So let's continue with it. So let me show you the one that I already done. So this one here, once we're done with the flower, we're gonna work around like this so we can create this hexagon shape. So let's start with that part. For that, again we have to work around the joining here. So in between these two petals, so I'm gonna wrap the hook around this joining again this way and work a single crochet. Then we're gonna work chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and work a single crochet into the next joining here between these two. So wrap your hook around the joining like this and work a single crochet. Then we have to repeat this around. So we work 5 chains and work a single crochet in the next joining. So here is my last chain 5, and now we have to join it into this single crochet stitch here where we start our work. So insert into that single crochet space and work a slip stitch. Oops. So now we have 6 loops around the flower, just like this. And now we have to work a slip stitch again into the next loop here, the first loop. So let's work into it, a slip stitch. Then we're going to begin the next round. For that, work chain 3, count as our first double crochet stitch. Then we have to work 3 more double crochets into the same space. So we should have total of 4 double crochets with the chain 3 at the beginning. So here is my 4 double crochets. And now I'm going to work chain 1 and 4 more double crochets in the same space. One, 2, 3, and 4. So we have 4 double crochet, chain 1 and 4 double crochet in the same loop. And now we are going to repeat this around. For that, let's work a double crochet in the next loop. So this is our first double crochet in that loop. We have to work 4 doubles. So this is 2, 3, and 4. Then we have to work chain 1 and 4 more double crochet in the same space. Then repeat this around. So here I'm done working around, and now let's join it into the first double crochet stitch, which is our chain 3. So insert the hook into the third chain and let's work a slip stitch to join. And let's begin the next round, which is our last round. For that we're going to work chain 3, count as our first double crochet stitch, and 1 double crochet into each double crochet stitch until we reach to the chain 1 space. So here we have 4 double crochets, and now we are at the chain 1 space. Into that chain 1 space I'm going to work 1 double crochet, chain 2 and 1 double crochet. Then work 1 double crochet into each double crochet until you reach to the next chain 1 space. So when you reach the next chain 1 space, you're gonna do a double crochet, chain 2 and a double crochet in that chain 1 space. Then we're gonna repeat this around. So I have reached to the chain 1 space again, and let's do a double crochet, chain 2 and a double crochet in the same space, and let's repeat this around. So here we are at the end of our last row, and now we have to join it into the third chain here. So let's join it with a slip stitch. Then we can cut the yarn from here and I'm going to burn the edge. So pull it out. Then grab your hook and insert it into the next stitch here, this way. Yarn over with this yarn tail and bring it through. Then insert your hook into the back loop of this last stitch and yarn over with this yarn tail and bring it through, just like this. So we have the nice and neat straight line on top of our work here. So here we are done with our 3D flower hexagon, and this is how it's look finally. And this is the back of it, and let's measure it again. And it's 9 centimeters as I mentioned earlier. So this is the end of this tutorial, and all you have to do is to crochet 11 of these hexagons and join me in my next tutorial. We're gonna create an amazing 3D flower bag in my next tutorial together with you guys. So thank you for watching.